Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Welcome to Group 4 presentation video where we will talk about derivation and affixation, forming verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. My name is Amanda Nurutami and the other members are Adilah Nurul Fatin, Alivia Kartini Ahmad, Reski Wahyudi, Amsar Ramadan, Kusnawati, and Nur Makfirah Fattah. To form a verbs, affixes can be prefixes and suffixes. For prefixes, there are re, dis, over, de, mis, an, be, under, and for suffixes, there are is, ate, fi, and n. These prefixes and suffixes have their meaning. Let's start with prefixes. Re means again. For example, replay. In the sentence, I want to replay the movie. Next is this. If we add this to a verb, it will reverse the meaning of the verb. For example, disagree. In the sentence, I disagree with your answer. Next is over. Over means too much. For example, oversleep. In the sentence, sorry, I overslept and missed the bus. Next is de. De means do the opposite of. For example, deselect. In the sentence, I deselect the song that I hate to hear. Next is miss. Miss means badly or wrongly. For example, mislead. In the sentence, please stop misleading the new member. Next is un. If we add un to a verb, it will reverse the meaning of the verb. For example, unbend. In the sentence, it is hard to unbend my cramped knees. Next is be. Be means make or cause. For example, befriend. In the sentence, go and try to befriend them. Next are en and under. Both means cause to be. For example, enrich. In the sentence, the trip allows her to enrich her knowledge. And an example of under, undergo. In the sentence, if you undergo something scary, call me immediately. Next, we will talk about suffixes that will be explained by Amsar Ramadan. Amsar, the time is yours.
Meaning of suffixes. First, suffixes IC or IZ. Meaning cause to be. Example, visualize. Example in sentence, I can visualize what this room looked like before it was decorated. Next, suffixes FY. Meaning cause to be. Example, classify. Example in sentence, would you classify it as a hard drug or a soft drug? Next, suffixes N. Meaning cause to be. Example, shorten. Example in sentence, in November, the temperatures drop and the days shorten. Note, suffixes hidden. Meaning N. Example, sharpen. Example in sentence, having a written record of what I've done is very valuable. Next, suffixes written. Meaning N. Example, strengthen. Example in sentence, the movie is clearly intended to strengthen the president's position as head of state. Okay? Next will be explained by Adilah Nurul Fatin.
Forming adjective. Suffix full, meaning full of. Example, helpful. In sentence, it'd be helpful to not have to go alone. Suffix less, meaning without. Example, helpless. In sentence, I've never seen you looking so helpless. Suffix all, meaning relating to. Example, personal. In sentence, everyone else's personal life is open to you. Suffix is, meaning nature, having the characteristic of rather. Example, selfish. In sentence, you're being selfish and childish and I want you to stop it. Suffix os, meaning quality, nature. Example, dangerous. In sentence, the only thing dangerous in this room is you. Suffix ic, meaning having the character or form of, relating to. Example, artistic. In sentence, people love my drama for its artistic value. Suffix y, meaning full or having a lot of something. Example, dirty. In sentence, my toilet very dirty. Suffix ly, meaning like every period of time. Example, girly. Sentence, she doesn't usually look girly. Next will be explained by Kusnawati.
It's about affixes. There are some suffixes such as the meaning is causing an effect, becomes creative. For example, in sentences is we need a man like him to get up and create him. And then equal, the meaning is can do, become accessible. For example, in sentences is they make this way become accessible for the wheelchair users. The last is and, the meaning of performing agents becomes ignorant, and for example in sentences is I was ignored of this idea of angular side. The next material will be explained by Olivia Katinia.
Okay, next, forming adjectives by adding prefixes. The first is prefixes im. Example, impossible. Example of sentence, I think it's impossible to meet with her. Next, prefixes in. Example, insincere. Example of sentence, I don't need to hear that from insincere person. Next, prefixes ab. Example, abnormal. Example of sentence, I feel nothing abnormal with this house. Next, prefixes un. Example, unclear. Example of sentence, it's still unclear how she got the money. Next, prefixes ill. Example, illegal. Example of sentence, driving under the influence of alcohol is illegal. And the last, prefixes ir. Example, irregular. Example of sentence, the child's clothes are irregular. Okay, next will be explained by Rizky Wahyudi.
Okay, next it's forming adverbs with suffix li. This suffix has a meaning in the specific manner. For example, slow, like I walk slowly to the kitchen. Another example like annually, like this event is held annually. We can see in the note column, there is using hard as an example. We can see in adjective, it uses hard. For example, it was a hard game. And we can see in the first adverbs, it's a normal adverb, so it uses hard. For example, they play very hard to win the game. And we can see in the second adverbs, it's a forming adverb, so it uses hardly. For example, he hardly won the game.
Adverb differs in form or meaning. Adverb are adverb or additional words that provide a clear and more detailed description of words, adjectives, or other adverbs. Some adverbs can also modify phrases, clauses, or even modify entire sentence. Adjective, for example, he is a good runner, the picture is high on the wall, she is a pretty child, and he is late to work. An adverb, for example, he runs well, the picture is highly valuable, she is pretty difficult to understand, he hasn't been working lately, the distance is short, and the last we will be there shortly. Example of adverb difference in form or meaning. Pretty as an adjective or adjective meaning pretty or cute. This word is used to describe something or someone. Example of using the word pretty as an adjective are as follows. Like you're pretty, she is a pretty princess, Susanti likes pretty in a simple dress. Where is pretty can also be used as an adverb that is commonly used in spoken language, everyday conversation, and informal English. The meaning of the word pretty as an adjective is a noun. Pretty as an adverb is placed right in front of the adjective or adverb to maintain the meaning of the adjective or adverb. Example of using the word pretty as an adverb are as follows. Like the room was quite small but clean and nice. I'm pretty sure he will come. The bus is quite clean. And the last, I will be moving soon with my family.
Sometime in the future, maybe we can get together. Maybe share a drink and talk a while.